me not to get on the wrong side of you, Linda.
Ah, the usual, is it?
Ah, she might as well. Why should a man go changing the habits of a lifetime? I'm Pat. Are you sure that's not last year's Bible? I'm Pat. I'm here to meet my friend Tony. We meet every Friday in the Old Vale to compare notes, to reminisce, to spin the meagre crumbs that fall from Gordon Brown's table. Payment. Payment for work done. The cement mixed, the roads tarred, the beet hoed, the potatoes picked. Ah yes, the good old tatty hope. A wasted life, with little or nothing to show for it. We didn't think it was going to turn out like that when we came over here first. We thought we'd be kings. We were going to go home to Ireland, wealthy men. We used to go home twice a year. We'd tell our buddies in the local about all the money we were making. We'd flash the cash and buy a round for everyone in the bar. We'd tell them about the 10 men we had working under us. After a couple of these, you'd have gone up to 20. And by the end of the night, you'd have gone up to 50. Then with our bellies full of beer, we'd head off in some hired car to some local dance. I remember one night, we managed to fit 10 into the hired car as we headed off to the Barber's Hall. That car ended up in a ditch in Tourglass at 3 o'clock in the morning. Things changed in the 80s. The crash came. Wages dropped. Money became tight. House prices crashed overnight. People that had just bought houses threw the keys to the letterbox and headed home to Ireland. Back home to the land of the saints and the scholars. By the time I had turned around, it was too late for me and Tony. All we thought we were going to be is gone. All our dreams shattered. Tony was here last week. God, we had some crack that day. We talked about Donegal Tommy. Ah, Tommy. Tommy was a lonely soul. He used to come in here every Friday, having a couple of pints and a bit of crack, and he'd sit there at the end of the bar. Then he'd fall asleep. It was the same story that day. He came in and had his couple of pints, fell asleep at the end of the bar. He went home that night. He fell asleep. He didn't wake him. He had no brothers, no sisters, and his parents long planted in the clay in Donegal. But that's where he wants.
I'd love to go to the grave. I know. I can ring the undertakers. What were they called?
Gallagher and oh, geez, I can't remember. My memory has gone that bad lately. Yeah, can't remember. No.
What's about you, Pat? Weren't you at the funeral?
I enough dose the runs that day and I couldn't go.
That's right. There's a barrier of those that going about. Did you get it, Linda?
No, I didn't.
Martin Burke said it was the worst case of hurry up and get out abroad he ever had.
Oh dear, let's go see what's going on next door.
Is that another fundraiser for carers?
Yes, and I wish they'd keep the noise down.
They'll eat forking into me.
Yeah.
That was a big mistake on my part.
Sure.
Sure, Petey did kill a cock of hay in 2 forkfuls. She smothered me with hay. I must have lost a stone weight that day. Mind you, he was a fast worker, but he was slow in other ways.
Geez, Big Petey was at the back of the queue and they were giving out the brains. I remember when I went backstage pub here in Nottingham one night, and the barman would only serve bottled beer, which was fine. So Petey got a few on. Petey up to the bar and he says, "Pint of John Smith's." The barman says, "No, mate, we only serve bottles here. We serve draft at weekends." Petey says, "Bottles are the kind of thing a father gives his 5-year-old son on Christmas night. A pint of John Smith's." "You're not getting anything here, Paddy."
I bet you've seen Red.
Petey, he leaned over the bar and he grabbed him with the 2 shoulders and he lifted him clean over. And to show his strength, he placed him down. And he said, "You will pour me a pint of John Smith's or else."
What happened?
Well, he didn't wait for the what else. He ran round in double time. He poured a pint of John Smith, flung it down the bar and said, "This one's on the house, mate." Big Petey sat the rest of the night with a belly full of beer and a big smile across his face.
Did I ever tell you about the time that George Gallagher got in digs and Mrs. Underwood's?
Yeah.
I told him to be polite to the woman, and she'd look after him. God knows Petey would each out of house and home.
You can see that again.
Anyway, myself and himself were heading around to the house for the first time, and I knocked on the door, opened the door. The next thing, this cat came in off the street and down the hall in front of the 2 of us. Anyway, Mrs. Underwood appears in the hall.
Where are the children?
So down the shore, please.
Yeah.
Pat is closing in the left, their pigs. On the sheet, I'll give him a hand.
More like getting in his way. You know, that Pat's going to kill himself working. He's only 12 years of age. It's far too much work for a young fella to be lumbering on his shoulders.
Sure, I was 10 when I had to go to Evenings. All hands to the pump to survive. Maybe we'll have a better return off the spuds this year.
Well, we'd want something to bring some money into this house.
I was thinking about the same thing myself.
God, when you start thinking, it usually means trouble. What great brainwave have you come up with this time?
That was not the time for smart remarks. But I have to say, it doesn't come easy to me. When I was in town, last year, they selling the Hereford cow. I bumped into Paddy Ruddy and he was telling me about the 2 youngest of his sons. They were the odds and odds him and they'd go to work. The money wasn't bad either.
What in the name of God has Paddy Gruddy's 2 sons got to do with our problems? In the name of God, Tom, will you please get to the point?
Sure, that's what I'm trying to get. He was telling me they were making enough beyond to send a few pound back to keep himself and the rest of the family going.
Oh, like keeping them drink. And I suppose this enlightened conversation happened in some watering hole. And I suppose the best price for a fine Hereford cow was thrown across the counter in McDonald's, or pissed up against the wall outside. Rule the world from a bar stool, and not save a pound out of a fine Hereford cow. That doesn't solve this family's problems.
Huh. Maybe I want to forget these problems for a while and enjoy myself, even though those problems are still there in the morning.
You have my attention.
Now that the last of the care pigs have been closed in there, I could go over to Nottingham to the back of the year. The goodies are getting to start beyond.
You must be joking. You would send your young son over to a land where he knows no one. You want him to provide for this family because he can't do it yourself.
And what do you want me to do? Do you want me to go over like I have for the last 10 years? Do you want me to sit in the flat behind Nottingham, looking at the four walls, wondering how my family are getting on? How are they getting on with the harvest? They get the hay saved, the turf home. Wishing I could watch my children grow up. Crying myself to sleep, because I can't kiss them every night before they go to bed. Pain in my bones from work. Pain in my heart from loneliness.
Now you want your own son to go through that same pain. I thought the day we got married things would be different. I thought when we had children, they'd have a better life. But no. Feed them and grade them and export them off to build up Her Majesty's great empire. Poverty kills the intelligence. God knows Patrick could have been a teacher. No, of course. Money was the stumbling block again. Oh, like ourselves, he's going to sign to a life of hard labour.
What do you want him to do? Do you want him to wait here, do you? Looking at cophogs and bobolons and rushes. Looking at the cattle in the field, trying to eat a bit of grass through the weeds. Sure, it's only to the back end of the year.
That's what you're saying now. But what if he gets a taste of life on the other side?
Would that be such a bad thing? He's a bright lad. Maybe he could make a better life for himself on the other side.
I suppose. Crosses to bear. I go to Mass every Sunday. I say the rosary every day. I work from sunrise to sunset. I'm a good living person, God. Why? Why all this pain? Are you trying to test me faith, God? My son, my lovely son. Why do you have to take it from me now? It's how you can test me faith. Is there not some other way you can test me, God? I could sacrifice myself if that would make you happy. Not the son. Isn't it bad enough that you take my firstborn son from me? Now you want to take my secondborn away to a foreign land. Oh, I know my firstborn was born out of wedlock, but why did I have to give him up? Are you trying to punish me for that, God?
Mother, what do you mean?
Nothing, child. Nothing.
Oh, it's not what you said.
You heard nothing. Now, come on. There's lots of work to be done.
I heard it. I heard all of it. I heard about the firstborn son.
That's none of your business. That's my business.
It's my business now.
No. No. Your business.
Do you not think I have rights? The rights not as brother, but I do not really exist.
I don't know, Storm. Maybe you have. I don't know.
Mother, please tell me. It's causing me pain. I can see it in the first time when I have to use the pain.
Musha, Storm, nothing at ease the pain. My heart breaks every time I think about him.
Tell it to me, Mother. I need to know.
Musha, it was so long ago and I was only young.
What age are you, Mama?
And I was 16 and foolish.
Who's father?
It's no one you'd know now. He was a man I met at the Shanley dance. He was a handsome man. And he promised me the moon and the stars. He was gone by sunrise. Never to be seen again. Well, the doctor told me what I didn't want to hear. I thought I was going to die. It took me a long time to find the courage to tell my parents. When I did, I thought the world was going to end. He kept telling me about the world of shame on the family. Actually, mother couldn't stop crying. She kept breaking down for weeks. She wouldn't let me outside the door. The only time I saw the light of day was Mass on Sunday. And that was pure torture. I had to wear a big coat, even though it was the middle of summer. And it wasn't too bad until one week the missionaries decided to visit the parish. And one evening the oldest missionary decided to have a sermon on unmarried mothers. He said those mothers were the devil's children. They should burn in hell for their sins. And you know, he must have been right. I was burning inside that coat. Sweat was rolling down my back, and I thought I was going to faint. Then he said the children weren't children of God, and they should be buried in unmarked graves. He said those women were the devil's own spawn, and they should burn in hell for their sins. Oh, the Lord save us, that was the longest day of my life. Well, after that evening, my mother decided the best place for me was a convent. Convent, that's what they called it. It was more like a torture chamber. Those nuns, people of God in heaven. It was more like hell on earth. And the way those nuns treated us was cruel. They would have treated an animal better, you know. There was one particular nun. She hated me so much she hit me across the back with a cane every time she saw me. I worked in the laundries for my sins. Maybe it was to cleanse me soul. These nuns were cruel. You know what they say? The closer you are to the altar, the further you are from God.
What happened to say that?
When the baby was born, he was taken away from me. All I know is was a little boy. He needed a birthmark in his facial. One of the other women saw the baby being picked